what drives you essentially is not the technology itself, but what it represents and what it means for humans.
Yeah, technology is progress. It's the opposite of stasis. And I've been so fortunate to be around and have colleagues who share that similar ethos. I think people were, perhaps it is a Silicon Valley thing, but in its cliche, maybe naive. I went to Stanford. So it started very, very early where we all go and we truly believe we're going to change the world, or we have the capacity to change the world. Maybe hubris, but starting with that core belief, you believe that there's something, you're always capable of doing more. And you also have to recognize when that you might be pushing yourself too hard, but that all of us have this inherent ability to push the boundaries, change the status quo for the better, and keep building technology. And it doesn't have to be in the technological space. If you're an artist, you can push the boundaries of your art or your craft to delight and entertain people. I believe that is also a very technologically progressive mindset as well. But truly believing that all of us have an opportunity, an ability to create impact, and to not tap into that gift or that ability seems a little bit of a wasted opportunity. So that's just what drives me. I'm not saying everyone needs to have that ethos or passion, but that's really what gets me up out of bed every single day.
Yeah, got it. So really mindset over solution. And that's where the passion is coming from, right? So that's really inspiring, Stacey. Can you tell me a little bit more about when you were a journalist and you essentially you were saying that you ground your identity into being a capital J journalist, which I think is really curious. How did the core journalistic skills such as, gathering resources, verifying information, how does all of that skill set prepare you for the ambiguity of building an AI startup from scratch?
Yeah, the capital J journalist, I'm sure all of my fellow journalism classmates would either roll their eyes or laugh, or maybe a combination of both. When I'd like to believe that all journalists have a North Star, and that really is striving towards truthful information. That yes, there might be slightly different perspectives, but the truth is more or less agreed upon. And truth is really about a society, a functioning society, ideally harmonious. But when you have that same mission as a journalist, you can disagree on how to tell the story, the best presentation of it, maybe which sources you select in your story, but we can all align on the truth. And so already you have this agreed upon set of values that I just trust. I trust journalists. I see, if you've been a journalist or reporter or worked in media, we all have the same values. And so when starting a company, that is incredibly important. You can hire really good people, but if they don't have the same values, it's never going to work. You can have the best product in the world, but if you're not aligned on values, eventually things will crumble and shift.